pitch selection at the plate seems to really be an issue for you guys. What do you kind of attribute that to?
Trying to do a little too much maybe, or trying to. But I thought their guy was pretty good today. It was a lot of cutters in and then change-ups away, which you don't see that a lot. And I thought he did a really good job with that today.
Steph?
Cal there early on, it seemed like he was able to get some two-strike counts and just kind of couldn't put guys away. What do you think the biggest issue was for him?
I think that was the biggest issue of his start is, we gave up a handful of 0-2 hits. We'd make 2 great pitches and then leave a ball in a different part of the zone. And he's such a command guy. He usually, you don't see that from him. So he left some balls in different spots, and they took advantage of it.
Doug?
Coach, we talked yesterday about intangible leadership and how Johnny Long did that. It was so important. How do you develop and sustain that game to game?
You know what? The guys were great today. And it's a hard game to play when you fall behind so much early on. And they stayed in it. They were energetic. They were fired up. They were competing their tails off. Just a tough start. When you fall behind somebody like that, you feel like you're chasing the whole game.
Steve?
A couple of rundown situations today too. A little bit unfortunate there. What you see on both of those? It seemed like it was kind of the same issue.
Well, we hit both guys in the back. So I think that's you got to clear your feet and get out and create your own lane. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Steve?
You had a chance there, bases loaded, chance to really cash in there and get the big hit. It seems like that big hit just kind of remains elusive for this team.
It has, and we're going to get it. It comes in time. I think some of our bats have been better, but you're waiting that inning to get it close. One big hit, it gets close, and then you put some pressure on them and make them kind of use their pen.
Doug?
Coach, the early exit by Cal, you wound up using 5 pitchers and they got through with 2. How do things stack up on pitching for Sunday?
But we're good for tomorrow. We have Durangelo starting. We have a full bullpen. Ligon, Dotson probably aren't available tomorrow, but you got everybody else kind of ready to go. I thought Luke Dotson did a great job there at the end of the game.
Steve?
What's the mood of the clubhouse right there? I mean, yesterday I know it was a good day. Probably excited to get to the ballpark, and then, like as you mentioned, you get down, 7-1.
You're right out of the gate. You're down. So I will tell you, like I said, they did not drop their heads. They competed from start to finish, and then they're fired up, ready to come out here and get after it tomorrow.
Steve?
Luke Dodson seemed to do some good things when he got. I know the game was pretty much kind of decided, but he came in and shoved a little bit there. What did you see from him?
Yeah, he's a strike thrower and got a good fastball. Mixed his pitches and just competed. I thought he did a great job.
Benjamin?
Is there a lot of talk from the coaches in the locker room right now when things are sort of spiraling a little bit at times, or is it mainly a player-led team that you've got here? Who's sort of taking charge?
It's I'm led team. I lead the team. So yeah, I talk to our coaches and everybody's like I said, it's been a tough. We've been 8 days into the season and we've just kind of had a little bit of everything at this point, and got to find some consistency and play some good baseball and run a streak together. And I still like this team a lot. Baseball's a funny game, but I lead this team, and I tell the team that all the time. I don't want to put that pressure on the kids. They need to come and play ball and have fun and compete. Is what they need to do.
Steve?
You mentioned how effective our starter was, but David Smith came in, gave up 1 hit in the second half of the ball game. Why was he so successful?
I don't know that one. I thought we were going to get to him at that point, but he did a nice job of mixing and pitching. I mean, it's mid-90s, but we just did not get on him. We just didn't. We did not look comfortable on him.
Joe, I know it's a tough day at the ballpark, but how would you kind of describe the mood of the team right now? I mean, you have the big one yesterday and today. It seemed like before the game got started, you guys were already chasing.
Yeah, we're really positive right now. We got a really good ball club, one of the best I've ever been on. We got really good talent, really good stuff. These days happen. Not every day you have your A game with baseball. It's been a little bit of a rough patch to start the season, but I wouldn't want that time any other time. Right now is a really good time to put your head in the ground, keep working. We're going to be really good at the end of the year for this.
Steph?
Coach was just talking about, Cal's outing, and he was able to get to 2 strikes on a lot of the batters, kind of couldn't put him away. I guess, how frustrating is that for a pitcher and catcher when you feel like you've got a chance to get some outs, you just kind of can't get that last pitch?
Yeah, it sucks. You don't have your A game every day, but Cal's stuff's really good. We saw it last week, and they put good swings on the ball. I was looking at their lineup. They came out swinging today. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Benjamin?
Yeah, a lot of new faces here on this pitching staff. Obviously, you're a new face here as well, and a new pitching coach. So it's been like to work with all these guys and Coach Parker and learn about their different styles and tendencies.
Was it one more time? Sorry, I didn't catch the middle part.
Oh yeah, just working with all these different pitchers on the staff and learning about their styles and tendencies.
Yeah, no, it's that's what I love about it. Love about baseball, and for me that all goes back to getting to know them personally, see what works best for them, when they want to do certain things, and then the baseball part gets easy at that point. You just start catching their stuff, seeing when they want to do certain things with certain pitches, and then we go out there and execute on the field.
Doug?
I asked Coach Lamotis a question about leadership and how to sustain it game to game. Do you guys talk to each other? Or do you try to pep each other up, or what kind of communication goes on that?
Absolutely. We all have leadership, but there's no clear-cut leader. We have an entire group of guys, 40 whatever guys in the locker room, and we're all encouraging each other. We had a team player meeting in here the other day, and it was just super encouraging. Just keep your head up, keep working. We're doing it for each other. That's our big thing right now. It's about us, and it's about what we do for Mississippi State, and it's how we go about every single day, working hard, getting each other better. Iron sharpens iron. We're getting better every single day.
Steve?
I sat in here with Cheeseburg a couple days ago, and he said that I know you were a late addition to the class, but you were getting ready to be a firefighter,
Yes, sir.
and then now all of a sudden you're back playing college baseball. Maybe take us through that a little bit.
Yeah, so, started out at Cincy, dealt with a few injuries, just got to a point to where I felt like I needed to be done. I stepped away from the field for a little bit, found myself personally a little bit, found Jesus Christ, got baptized, and he is the only reason I'm here. Took 18 months off, went to EMT school, was going to be a firefighter, got a phone call, said, hey, you want to come play ball? And you know what, I just thought about it, prayed about it, and it seemed like the right decision, and fell in love with campus today. I stepped on here, and it's been unbelievable ever since.
Steph?
Had you had any relationship in the past with this staff, and I guess what kind of stood out about this coaching staff that made you want to come here?
Well, first and foremost, this place kind of speaks for itself. The staff is incredible. They were all it kind of felt like family. Everybody was super encouraging. They knew what I can do on the field. I love the staff. They were all super good to me. I spoke with everybody on the staff. Coach Parker is how somebody I had back home, we got in touch through that. But then when I spoke with all them on the phone, came here for a visit and met with them, I just fell in love with the place, the staff, all the feeling was right.
Steve?
So, obviously you said you were ready for life without baseball, and you've kind of moved on. So what's it like to get that call just out of the blue that you've got a second opportunity to play big-time baseball?
It's humbling, for sure. I knew I was an elite player when I left the game, and that was the hardest part, is I finally went out there and showed it. And some areas of our life we got to keep growing and learning, and I grew physically, spiritually, mentally, off the field for 18 months, and that's why I feel more prepared now than ever to come here and do what I'm doing.
Steph?
How much does that motivate you too? Getting another opportunity to be back on the field and play at a place like this?
That's what burns my fire every single day. It just keeps me going every day. And like I said, it's about us, and we keep going every day. And you know what? These guys didn't have to be as welcoming and as loving as they are. I was talking to one of my guys in there the other day, and he said, man, it doesn't even feel like you weren't here for the fall. You're here, you're a good dude, and they're all good dudes in there. We love each other. We're doing it for each other. And that's why we're going to be a social ball club at the end of the year.